Good morning, grade 10 na lahat. I am your science teacher for today, and first I will introduce myself. I am Miss Vanessa Salazar from Our topic for today is going to be smearing and staining principles and its chronological procedures. To make you well aware of some terminologies,
We are going to play a game called 4 Pictures 1 Word. Ready?
are you done? Have you guessed all the words correctly? If so, then let's continue to discuss and learn on our lesson. The objectives of our lesson is first, to analyze and comprehend on the concepts of smearing and staining. Second is to apply the techniques of smearing and staining in the laboratory setup. Third and last is to understand the importance of these two concepts in the field of microbiology as well as science. Just a disclaimer, this video does not use full laboratory equipments or actual reagents. This video is just being done to explain the principles and procedures of smearing and staining in the absence of actual laboratory tools and simulation. Hands-on skills are still important when we are doing things in the laboratory setup, especially in science, because even though we are not using the real equipments, we are still able to memorize the procedures and apply the concepts of what we have learned in the topic. So much for that class. Now I am going to show you the materials that we are going to need in our laboratory settings for today.
4 smearing, bulb, alcohol, dropper, lighter, clear bottle, microscope slides, clothesline pin, cultured bacteria sample, distilled water. 4 staining, purple dye, ethyl alcohol, red dye, povidone iodine, and tissue paper.
And I am going now to perform in front of you the smearing procedures step by step. So listen carefully. We need to disinfect the surface area by using this wipes and a tissue.
Note that the wipes I use is alcohol based.
We wear our gloves. Next, we will need our materials.
Second is to place the bacterial growth at the center of the clean slide. Third, we are using solid medium, so we just need to add 1 drop of water. If we are to use liquid medium, adding water is not necessary.
To totally dry out our specimen, we are going to do air drying or heating. If we are going to do air drying, it takes much more time, but if we are going to use fire, heat up our is already, the sample is already dry. Here, and another is lime.
Remember that the purpose of making a smear is to fix the bacteria into the slide and to prevent the sample from being lost during the staining procedure.
So I'm back. Now I am going to perform in front of you the staining procedure, which is called granny staining. You better listen because I'm going to do this in one shot. First,
the air dried and heat fixed smear should be covered with basic purple dye or crystal violet. The longer you leave the dye, the darker it will appear. Wash the slide gently with distilled water. Cover the smear with iodine or more. Iodine is washed off both gram-positive and bacteria appear dark violet or purple. Third, the slide is washed off by alcohol or alcohol acetone stain. 4. Rinse off the alcohol, and next is to stain it with saponin, a basic red dye. We wait for 1 minute and 30 seconds. 5th, the smear is then washed again, blotted dry.
ready for my staining. What I've done is granny staining, which is developed technique 4 by Danish and bacteriologist Hans Christian Gram. It is most useful staining procedure classifies bacteria into two large groups, gram-positive and gram-negative.
Aside from differential gram staining, we can also practice nipple staining and differential acid-fast staining. Okay, class, remember, cells are stained to enhance the visualization of the certain cellular components. It is also done in order to highlight the metabolic processes or to distinguish live or dead cells in a sample.
We always need to clean the area where we have executed our experiment.
Okay class, that's all for today. I hope that you learned a lot of things in this video.
See you in the next lesson. Please read your module for our next discussion about